legends, it's good to be back with some great news about Diablo Immortal because we're about to have a major crossover with the Hearthstone, which is the cards game for Blizzard. And I was really not expecting this, but there's not only that, we're also going to be talking about last day rewards, all the events, the new legendary gem, cosmetics, and also some new updates that already are in the game that I didn't have the opportunity to talk about. Now, let's go here. This is a warning. This is the last day that you can actually go on the Rift Racer, which is actually one of the most interesting events that we had in the game. It is a speed run inside the Elder Rift. There is the normal and the nightmare difficulty, and it was like pretty cool to see all people playing together, clanmates coming together, and I feel like this is literally the way to make exciting events without just being, you know, you log in and like you get the reward and you're gonna do 2 dungeons and you get another, like that's boring. Okay, the events like these are definitely the way to go for it. Obviously some people are saying that it is pay to win. I will say like it is pay to win and free to play friendly if you are playing as a day 1 player, but if you're a new player, well, it's not gonna be friendly for you, but doesn't mean that you can still not have fun with it. But more important, especially if you are free to play, please tell me that you actually went and you got this legend rank into the Battleground so you can have these 10 legendary crests for free. Like this is actually a really high value. The season is long, so you can just do a few games here and there and you can get to legend rank, and also try to get the legend rank if you can on the Tower War, because both of these things, all of these things are actually finishing today. But let's go here into the major event, Diablo and Hearthstone. Oh boy, we're about to have a major event from the July 30 to August 27. As soon as you're gonna log in, you're actually gonna be able to have some 10 legendary crests, a copy of the new Mana Flux legendary gem, some Portal Cosmetics, some frame, and something that I feel like it is new that I never saw since at least I played in Diablo Immortal is that you actually not gonna be able to replace your portrait image with, for example, Sylvander's, Jaina, or the Troll, or even the Van Cleef. So there's actually here something interesting, and if you're a WoW Wendy, you know what I'm talking about. Then we also gonna be able to get this portal. It is for free to play. I mean, it's not something crazy, but it is better than the normal one. Then if you are a Hearthstone player, if you log in into Diablo Immortal and then you log back here into the Hearthstone, you're gonna be able to have a free Hearthstone back card cosmetic. Well, for me, I don't play Hearthstone in these days. Maybe I'll try it like on my live stream. So also, talking about that, I'm gonna be live today, so you guys don't want to miss that. Don't forget also to like and subscribe. And more important is that during this event, the Hearthstone, you're gonna be able to collect 18 cards. So each class gonna have 2 cards. We have 9 classes, so it's gonna be 18. And these are pretty much like the most popular cards that we've seen in Hearthstone that they are actually bringing back. And you may ask, why do I need these cards? It's because, for example, in the Trial of the Hordes, you're actually gonna be able to select them to give you a starting buff, or also while you are in the gameplay and you're like roaming around, there's gonna be like these orbs, and whenever you collect the orbs, instead of being, for example, the electrocute or something like that, it's gonna be the event card. So this is actually really exciting to bring a new life into these boring old events. So Trial of the Hordes, the first time I did it was kind of great, but now it's kind of a snooze. So I like that they are trying to approach like these old events with a new perspective and try to make it more interesting. And talking about making interesting, well, Fractured Plains is like one of those events that I feel like it keeps getting better over the time, and hopefully now here with the Hearthstone collab, they are also going to implement these cards. I think you can select like 3 cards at the beginning, and they will be able to drop whenever you get like that tower, that charm. You know, you're going to be able to go there and you can get a normal buff, you can get the set bonus, or you can also have these Hearthstone cards, which can be very exciting. Now let's talk about here the big elephant in the room. We gotta have a new 2-star gem, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a limited time event. All the events gems are always gonna be limited, but maybe there is here some good news for you, because from the description, and I'm gonna read, it may seem that it may not be as powerful as, for example, the Crimson or even the Morn Skull. So let's go and talk about it, because here over the 20 seconds you're actually going to be able to regen 10 mana. once you reach to 10 mana and you use a skill, if you are above 50%, you're gonna be able to play with the Ragnaros, which is gonna send a fireball and also burn your enemies. Or if you are below the 50%, you're gonna be able to split some AoE poison, and you're gonna be able to silence your enemies. So whenever I look at this, at first glance, it seems like, man, this actually can be an interesting gem, for example, for PvP, but I don't know how it's gonna be for PvE. I feel like in terms of like the strength, the previous gems are actually quite strong, but until we actually test it out, it feels like maybe it's gonna be a PvP gem because of the silence. So imagine that you are getting attacked by someone and you're actually gonna be able to go below 50%. They're gonna put you below 50%. You trigger the fear, then you hit the button with a skill and you're gonna silence it, and then you have the Black Rose to immobilize them. You have the Faulted Grasp to go, and they are not be able to move and use the dashes. So you can see how annoying like these 1 and 2 star gems are being. Yeah. So probably I actually gonna try to build it up, so to try here the silence, or I'm gonna wait for other pay-to-win content creators to go and test it out and tell me if this is gonna be good or not. Now let's go here into the Phantom Cosmetic that is coming into the game. This is totally based on World of Warcraft, and since I am a World of Warcraft simp, I kinda love it, man. But there is something that they said on the blog post, that this might be the first character that they gonna divide the cosmetic. So it's gonna be one cosmetic only for male and one cosmetic only for the female. So I just hope that they not gonna do like they did with the Berserker event that we had, you know, the guts and the grifted skins, because I get it, like on that sense it kind of makes sense because they are totally different skins. But here, imagine if until now we always had the male and female in one bundle, and now they decide, you know what, we change our minds, from now on we only gonna give you the male version if you pay for it, and you can also get the female version if you also pay more for it. I hope that is not gonna be what I think it's gonna be, but if it is, man, I'm gonna be mad. Now let's talk here about some familiar skins that are coming. I mean, again, Ragnaros, mini Ragnaros probably is going to be the one that I'm going to be rocking. This gives me some Molten Core vibes. I read the Molten Core like 1,000 times, man. So yeah, I think it's going to look like pretty cool. Obviously, you don't need to get these cosmetics. I really hope that in the future they can bring, I mean, they already got the Bucci as the free familiar skin, which I liked it, but obviously they're going to have to try to make some money out of these cosmetics. So new familiars are coming. Also, you're gonna be able to try for 3 days one of these cosmetics. I feel like this is nothing like that exciting. I mean, like maybe you can look cool for 3 days and maybe get that edge for you to go and try to buy one of those. That's why they do that. It's not like they don't want you to look cool for 3 days just for the sake of it. Obviously, they want to see and try to show you the value before you actually pull a trigger, and that's why they are also adding the blood flow into the gem trial so you can go and test it out. I pulled for the blood flow because, you know, as a content creator, like, you always want to try to get just to test it out and see how it is. But I still feel like the blood flow, it is a gem that is not like really 100% necessary to have it. It is a great gem, especially if you are a whale, but as a free-to-play player, I still feel like other damage gems will probably gonna be fine with it. Then we have here some news updates that I actually didn't have the opportunity to talk about, but I want to give my 2 cents. First, we have here the druid with massive buffs, but they seem like they were not that massive, okay? So, from what I read and what I saw people talking about, he only had like 20% damage boost, and that's not even the close, man. Druid needs so much more than that, because if it's just that, well, it is quite underwhelming, but I kind of like these Surging Stones now increase the damage and decrease the energy cost, because I feel Surging Stones is one of my favorites. I will still go and play the druid, but I still feel like it needs a bit more buffs. Then this is, in my opinion, one of the best, you know, quality of life changes that they implemented in the game. It's that now you can actually salvage inside the Shadow Realm or inside the Curse Tower, and there's no more annoyances. Now, please just let me use my familiar to salvage inside the Battlegrounds, because sometimes I go inside the Battlegrounds and I have my inventory full, but still, good improvements. Keep doing these improvements because they are actually key to keep the veteran players happy, but also so new players don't have to deal with the same hurdles that we had during all of these years. Now we have here new shadow ranks. Now whenever you rank up, you don't need to go into the flame. good change. Oh my god, it's like, this is the small things that we're talking about. They are like quite annoying, but they actually make a huge difference, like in terms of like you just enjoying the game a bit more. And the boss fights revivals, yeah, now you can actually go and raid with your guys, and you don't have to stay there waiting. Hey guys, please don't leave the portal, please raise me. Yeah, now whenever the boss dies, you get revived. So really cool change as well. They also gonna make that, you know, like how you have the deeds of valor, like these badges. Now in Battlegrounds, they are actually making everyone has the 16%. So really cool change. I like that. And some other people, I'm not a huge emoji fan, but I know that a lot of people are. So you're now gonna be able to favorite them and actually spam them in a easier way. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I had a blast during my vacation. I came with full strength, and I'm gonna be live today. So guys, if you still didn't, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and type cheese in the comments, so I know that you guys are the legends. Keep carrying the channel. And with this, thank you for watching, and go watch this next video.